Good morning, Tansy. Robert Rako Nisigasun. My name is Robert Rako, and welcome to our Founders Lounge. This is one of the ways that we answered the calls to action. So one of the things we did is we opened up this lounge for our students, and it's in memory of all the founders and all the people that came together and had a sit-in to keep the institution at that time opened. And now here we are at Portage College. So this space is open up to students at all times. So if students want to come in here to study, if they want to come here to work, if they want to come in here and get together and just visit. It's all about building relationships. Just like those people that came together, our students come together in this lounge and they sit together and they visit, or they work, or they get together and study together. And it's a real success because our students are utilizing this space every day. And so it gives us great pleasure because the founders came together like that. And so these students come together on a daily basis and they do whatever they need to be done to be successful. And so we're very proud of that. And now we're going to go introduce you to Joseph Sanchez, and he's going to walk you through the museum.
Welcome to Portage College's Museum of Aboriginal Peoples Art and Artifacts, one of the only museums in Canada fully dedicated to showcase the art of Canada's Indigenous peoples. Welcome to the gallery of the Professional Native Indian Artists, Inc. This is the only gallery in Canada that you could see the so-called Native Group of Seven: Alex Janvier, Daphne Ojig, Norval Morrisseau, Carl Ray, Eddie Kobenis, Jackson Beardy, and myself. Welcome to the second generation of Woodland Artists Gallery. These are artists inspired by Norval Morrisseau, the founder of the Woodland School. Norval Morrisseau founded this Woodland School with his first exhibition in 1962 in Toronto, Canada. Since then, many artists have followed in the Woodland School a new style of art. We are in the Traditional Arts Gallery. This is where you can see a traditional moose hair tufting, porcupine quill basket from the 1700s, beautiful home-tanned moccasins, and beadwork and embroidery influenced when the traders first brought beads. Our Inuit Gallery showcases the birth of printmaking in the far north of Canada. Starting in 1957 in Cape Dorset, the gallery showcases the classic stone-cut prints as well as carvings and tapestries. We are privileged to have an extensive basket display that demonstrates the different styles, materials, patterns used in making baskets by Indigenous people from coast to coast to coast. Started by Norval Morrisseau and influenced by Carl Ray, our Woodland School of Art Gallery showcases the early Woodlands artists such as Josh Kakagamic, Roy Thomas, and Brian Marion. Our contemporary gallery spotlights significant Indigenous artists who have expanded the styles of the Group of Seven and the Woodland style, and include such artists as Carl Beam and Kent Monkman. Welcome to the Traditions Gallery. This is a gallery of prominent Alberta artists where you can see the work of Jane Ash Poitras, Order of Canada winner. You can also see the work of Joan Cardinal Schubert. We have David Garneau, Terry McHugh, Leo Arcan, and Glenn Dipshank. Strong form lines of Haida art are easily recognized worldwide. Our gallery expands to showcase works from Alaska down the Northwest Coast to Oregon. The Northwest Coast Gallery features works by Bill Reed, Robert Davidson, Susan Point, and Tony Hunt, just to name a few. High tanning, the original canvas of Indigenous people, is featured in not one but two of our galleries, showcasing exquisite works, both traditional and contemporary, from home tan hide. We were fortunate to be supported by the Alberta Foundation for the Arts to commission 3 works for our museum. This sculpture by Stuart Steinhauer is one of those commissions, as are works by Jane S. Poitras and Jason Carter, all honoring the museum's location on Treaty 6 lands.
Wow! Welcome to Wanîskah room. And this is where our students learn about their culture, their spirituality. So if you look at the name, we call ourselves Wanska. This is the room, wake up. Over 50 years ago, we were called Pitapan, which was new dawn. And now we've given the students the ability to wake up, to find out who they are, to find out about their culture, about the spirituality, to find out about being Indigenous. For a lot of our students, they don't know what it is. So this is an opportunity that we give them as the Portage College to learn about themselves. So follow me as we walk the arrow. And what it does is we walk this way and we come into our spirituality room. This is where we do our ceremonies. So if you look at here, we have half a teepee, because what we want to do is we want to create a space that talks about culture, that talks about spirituality, that gives the students an opportunity to learn. So we've had many different events in here. We've had some of the big ones, I'll say, is we've done a couple of pipe ceremonies in here. Our grand opening was opened up with a pipe ceremony. We've had hand games played in here. We just finished a week-long event for Métis Nation, where we had different presenters, different things, from learn to jig, to hearing about their new constitution. We've done it all in this space. This is where our students come and smudge on a daily basis. This is where our students come and learn about themselves as individuals. So as you can see, we have the artwork that was created for this room. The walls speak of being outdoors, but are very muted. We are voyageurs, so we acknowledge the fact that we're voyageurs, so we have the walls painted to create to look like we're outside. Our students are allowed to come in here. We provide herbs and stuff to be able to find out who they are. The sweetgrass, we provide the sage, we provide the cedar, the fungus, we provide everything that a student needs to be able to find out who they are and to be able to feel that they're part of this room. And that's what we want. We want our students to feel they are part of this Portage College, not only as a student, but also as a spiritual person. And so you'll notice there is no furniture in our room, because when we come into ceremony, we sit on the floor. The students will be able to sit with either a cushion that we provide or a blankets that we provide. If someone can't sit on the floor, we do provide chairs and we do have tables, but we want to keep it as cultural appropriate as we can. So we insist that if you're in here, to use the space, if you use the blankets. This space, if you notice, was created because of a lot of our history is through Indigenous people. Because we're voyageurs, we want to acknowledge that the Métis part of us, so we have the canoes. Because we are we've had Inuit students here, we want them to have their pieces of artwork to show that they're here. In First Nations, we have the teepee. Our history starts out with a big sit-in. And so we were lucky enough, after 50 some odd years, to get everybody that was at that sit-in in this picture named, which is very important to us, because these are the people who helped keep the institution alive, who helped keep the doors opened, who helped make sure that there would be a Portage College for the future. This picture was taken over 50 years ago. And thanks for our Métis Week events, we've had people from the community come in and name everybody. When you walked in, you'll notice the beautiful shadow box that was created for the Métis people who organized the sit-in at that time. So this is Wanîskah. I welcome anyone who wants to come in. This is where our students learn from our elders. This is where our students learn from each other. This is where our students wake up and learn about their history. It's time that all Canada, Wanîskah, wake up. Learn about who we are as Indigenous people. And this is Portage's way of giving back. Thank you.